So today we're going to talk about rallying. Um, right now we've got a rally event going on. As you can see, I've got two rallies over here going. One's marching and one's still gathering. Um, so the important thing about rallies, this is a rally creature event. So slightly different than rallying for PvP. Um, when rallying for PvP, you always want to make sure that you have your March size gear on, and then after it's arrived, you want to, after all four of your marches or however many of your marches you have arrived, you want to switch to your combat gear. Um, let's say right now is the Elk Rally event. Let me see if I can find one here. Alright, and here it is. Now you'll see that at the bottom of the screen here, it has the little wheel of cavalry, archer, and infantry. And it says it's an infantry type. Okay, so the one that's highlighted is the type of creature it is. All right, so infantry is strong against cavalry and weak against range, just like it says. So if you attack it with ranged, it won't take as many troops to kill it as if you attacked it with cavalry or infantry. If you attack it with all cavalry, it's going to take a whole lot more because it's strong against cavalry, and you're going to take a whole lot more losses there. Um, but, like I said, the important thing will rally creatures, depending on if you're like I am and you just have a few guys sitting around you here. That's me, Archie the Wild Rover. Um, or if you guys are all hived up, like let's see here. Here it is, Grassy Vale. Let's go to Grassy Vale. Oh, and they all moved. There was Fatal was all around here. Hold on a second. Let me go to. Oh, just so you know, I clicked on the flag there. Um, yeah, you can see they're all hived up here. Fairly close. War is, of course, a collection of wildlings and other quote unquote tribes. So, I mean, they don't look too bad, but they could be a whole lot closer. But you see what I'm talking about here with the war, with how we're all hived up here, OG War. Um, a lot of people down there. Oh, see, the rally been created. Come back home here. Switch over to my March size gear. Click on the rally. I will just barely make that motherfucker. No, maybe not. Nope, I would just barely make that because of the current Kingdom March boost that we've got going on. So I joined the rally, so I switched my gear. To my archer gear there because one, I specialize in archers, those are my primary troop, and two, that's what the rally creatures are weak against this go around. So, um, I said PvP is a whole lot different. You're going to send all your marches at once. For the rally creature events, you might have them pop up right before your march hits another target, and then you've just got to send what you can with your regular gear so that you don't screw up your chances of killing the rally creature. Something kind of sort of important to pay attention to here is that for your march power and march speed, they don't take into account any boosts. So your march power and your march speed are just 100% base stats. Okay? Now, depending on what kind of boosts and what kind of gear you have, you can hit anywhere from 2 to 400,000 over your base. Okay? I'll say right now, with the Kingdom boost, I'm actually hitting almost double my base. My base march is 900,000 power, a little bit more. But I can kill a level 30 with 30% boosts and the Kingdom boost for the month with the 20% attack, health, and defense for archers. So, like I said, it's a little slightly different there. Something to pay attention to. You always want to make sure that you're matching the troops to the target. So, like in this case, your target is my target is a rally creature that's weak against infantry, or that is an infantry type. So I want to use ranged because that's what it's weak against. For PvP, you want to stack up on what the target is weak against. If they're stacked up on infantry, you want to send as much ranged as you possibly can, as many archers as you can. If they're stacked up on archers, you want to have as much cavalry as you can. You know, I mean, if it's a pretty even spread, you want to spread out your troops as evenly as you can as to what you're sending, depending on who's in the rally. Now, for creatures and PvP, when you're attacking, it is best to have a set of gear that boosts one troop type. And you send all that troop type. Okay? You don't send a spread when you're attacking. Now, defending, 2 to 3 troop types will defend better than one troop type. But when you're attacking, you're going to get as much boost as you can out of that one troop type. Okay? Just because of how the stats and the gear, you know what I mean? Your research, if you're doing your research correctly, your research should be solid. So what's going to affect your troops is going to be your gear you're wearing and any seats that you have. I'll say this is my seat here, Griffin's Roost. We take a look at the information here and take a look at the Lord's Boost here. See, my Lord's Boost gives me 38% ranged attack, 56% march speed versus creatures, 47% maester speed. Okay, these are good things. I'm sitting the roost because I am an archer guy. Okay, archers are my primary troop I use for attack. Say if you're an infantry guy, you want a seat in the north or the Riverlands or Dorne, okay, because those all boost infantry troops. For ranged, you want the Westerlands or you want the Stormlands, where I'm at. For cavalry, you either want the Vale or the Reach, okay. As far as seats go, you also want to pay attention to boosts like Reach seats and Riverland seats are both training regions. Okay, training kingdoms. All their seats have a training boost, okay? Let's say we go to the big map here. We'll look at Highgarden. You know, you look at the Lord boost, training speed 105%. You can't get much better than that. You look at Fen is sitting here on River Run here. He's in Rise. You look at that. You look at the Lord of the Trident boost. 105% training speed. You zoom in a little bit. zoom out a little bit. Look at the twins. 98% training speed. Harrenhal. 98% training speed. Hornhill. 90% training speed. Hornhill's only a 3-star. Old Town. 98% training speed. Ashford. 90% training speed. So you see what I'm saying? Like, these are seats that, I mean, and even the little seats in the Reach have some kind of training speed bonus for the Lord now. For the Lord. Okay. Stormlands. See, I love the Stormlands because of this right here. Regional training speed boost. Alright. Rainhouse has a regional training speed boost of 18%. So does Mistwood. Where's Mistwood at? There it is. So does Mistwood. Has 18% training speed. Now, both of these seats happen to be under Evenfall. Now, what does Evenfall Hall give you? Evenfall Hall gives you an extra 4%. So, if you hold Evenfall Hall and Mistwood and or Rainhouse, you get an extra 22% training speed, okay? So join my rally, switch my gear, of course. You see what I'm saying? Back to what I was saying about the training speed, though, with the regional boost especially. You look at Storm's End. Storm's End doesn't give you any extra training speed, but it gives you some healing speed. So you can, if you do it right, you can get an extra 22% training speed just by controlling the correct seats and sitting in the right spot, okay? You've got to sit close enough to the seat to actually get the boosts. From what I've figured out, it's within 5 leagues at least. That's the maximum that I've seen. It could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less. Anyhow, this has been R2 from the Iron Fleet in K127 and K193. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hope y'all are doing well. Smooth sailing and don't get zeroed.